yet somewhat treacherous. The tail of the tape is presented by Geico. And Bud Crawford, you look at the numbers and you realize he's in the hurt business. EGIDIJUS Kavaliauskas is from Lithuania, but he has taken to Southern California.
All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO welterweight championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Madison Square Garden in New York City, it's time for the main event of the evening.
Okay, gentlemen, you received instructions in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch them up.
Moment, and you see it right here where he flips that switch and he gets hyper-focused. And as we said, his task, he's in the hurt business.
That's right.
So here we go, round number one. Timmy, give me something to look for early here with Crawford, who typically dissects, probes, solves, and then undoes.
You just said it. You know, he's going to take his time. He's going to box on the outside. Kavaliauskas is a power puncher.
It's very rare. He has equal skills from both stances and equal power. You don't have to prepare for one style. You have to prepare for multiple styles when you face Terence "Bud" Crawford.
That's exactly what he's doing, and he just took the jab downstairs on Crawford. You rarely ever see guys go to Crawford's body.
Terence Crawford has educated feet, trained feet. Kavaliauskas doesn't. He likes to be still. They're not very quick. He doesn't really have a lot of creativity down low.
Doubling up that jab is Crawford. He will range find a bit. By the way, long arms and always can maximize his range on that frame. He's only 5'8", but he fights as a longer fighter. Heisman night here in New York. A night that now has become tradition-rich with top-ranked boxing at MMA. Crawford's last fight was right here on April 20th. That was the TKO against the former super lightweight world champion Amir Khan. Khan is faster, more experienced, more skilled than Kavaliauskas, but Kavaliauskas is more sturdy, far sturdier fighter, stronger. Doesn't have the wear and tear and the miles on the odometer or been through what Khan had been through prior to that point.
And that's why Crawford started fast in that fight, because the scouting report on Amir Khan was that he couldn't take a shot.
That's the second right hand that I've seen from Kavaliauskas. You know, when you're fighting a southpaw, that's the punch you're looking for. You're looking for the right hand.
See Crawford masterful with that range, isn't he?
I like the patience of Kavaliauskas. He's not rushing in there. He doesn't want to get countered. You know, he's taking his time, trying to get Terence Crawford comfortable.
I like the patience of Kavaliauskas as well, too. Even though his feet aren't fast, he understands his range and where he needs to be. He's landing some good jabs, and he's in this fight, and he's thinking just like Crawford's thinking.
I don't know if that's a good thing, because you don't want a sharpshooter like Crawford to be sitting back thinking. You know, he should. Ooh,
good exchange that time. Right hand came in. Kavaliauskas said to us, I can't leave any punches in the ring. You have to take advantage of the few opportunities that come your way. That was an opportunity, and he took advantage. Well done by EGIDIJUS Kavaliauskas. Coming to the end of round two here. Welterweight championship fight at Madison Square Garden.
Kavaliauskas is a short-arm fighter. Threw a nice little jab right there and a beautiful right hand and got Terence Crawford's attention. Crawford coming out kind of fat with those punches, coming out too wide. He needs to shorten those shots up if he wants to step inside.
So best work we've seen so far in the early goings goes to the challenger from Lithuania.
See, the patience of Kavaliauskas is getting to Terence right now. He thought he was getting a bull. Right now, he's getting a smart, methodical Kavaliauskas.
Yeah, that can throw you off when you see a guy who's always aggressive, and then all of a sudden he's waiting and playing this, this chess game with you. It takes a moment to kind of wrap your brain around that and make.
Oh, Kavaliauskas comes forward, and Bud Crawford was hurt. And they're ruling that a slip. But Kavaliauskas came straight ahead and pulled the trigger and got Bud Crawford.
There he is, Crawford pulling straight back with his hands extended. It's the patience of Kavaliauskas. That's what's getting to Terence. Terence wants to get to him. He must be smart.
A right hand from Kavaliauskas.
That's where Kavaliauskas is having his best work, is in the exchange. We know Terence is not afraid to exchange. That's when Kavaliauskas is timing him and landing clean shots.
Watch your speed, watch your speed.
That's how he did it in the second round as well with the right hand.
Pulling back with his hands down.
And now Crawford looks to exchange and pop a right hand. And now Crawford goes to the body. And look at the action we have here in round 3 as Kavaliauskas, another exchange.
He hurt Terence bad, and I'm not sure why that wasn't called a knockdown, Joe.
Here comes the right hand.
Another shot over the top, and Terence is posing. He's looking at Kavaliauskas as if he's not supposed to punch. Kavaliauskas came to win this fight tonight.
And then there was just simply the grappling with the arms. The feet never got tied up, but it was ruled a slip. It most likely should have been ruled a knockdown for Kavaliauskas. But still, now in back-to-back rounds, good work with the right hand for the upset-minded title challenger. And the power punches through 3 rounds. Kavaliauskas is landing 42% as they exchange here. And Crawford's landing 30%. He had a 19-10 power connect edge through 3. Let's check in with Bernardo.
Terence was not hurt. He's good. He recovered well. I didn't think it was a knockdown. All he needs to do is keep his hands up and not get caught in those exchanges.
That's the report from the corner of Crawford. There was another right hand moments ago from Kavaliauskas. Remember, he's in that southpaw stance, and the right hand is the southpaw killer. That's right. What does damage against southpaws. Perhaps Terence should go back orthodox.
We talked about that earlier, Joe Tess. I'm not sure why he's been standing in front of Kavaliauskas all night long. I anticipated, and I think Kavaliauskas anticipated Crawford moving, boxing, and then trying to come to him mid to late in the fight. I think Crawford's doing a little bit too much too soon.
Crawford right now is picking up the tempo.
He sure is. He's willing to trade. Look at this. Brought out the fight in Crawford. They are exchanging in the middle of the ring.
I don't like the 50-50 exchanges, especially with a guy like Kavaliauskas who has his feet planted and he's getting that big right hand off and he's landing it.
50-50 exchanges when you're this level of world champion. They give the underdog a great chance. Sweeping body shot from Bud Crawford. This crowd is loving this title fight already. The unexpected drama thanks to the right hands of Kavaliauskas. Crawford was looking to time that left hand. That the upset-minded challenger has come out red hot. Kavaliauskas has landed a couple big right hands, and now you can hear the buzz. People wondering, how will this play out? Bud Crawford, who is used to dominating the competition, has a guy coming to him now. And Andre Ward's scorecard has it 2 rounds apiece. Bud takes the first round, likely takes the last, but the second and third round when Kavaliauskas landed flush with the right hands. In the last 2 rounds, Kavaliauskas is enjoying a 37-24 edge in punches landed. There are the power punches where he has a 31-21 connect advantage.
I don't like this game plan right now from Crawford. He's fighting fire with fire. He's getting hit with shots he shouldn't be getting hit with this early in the fight. Kavaliauskas has only been 10 rounds 2 times, never been 12.
Slow down the stronger fighter.
If you're Kavaliauskas, keep doing what you're doing.
Kavalaiauskas just got to let his hands go, Dre. That's all he got to do. Every time Crawford gets close, he needs to just let those bombs go. He's hurt right now. Kavalaiauskas is hurt with that shot.
And Bud senses it here. A minute to go in round 5.
Crawford just sniffed something out. He sniffed them out. He knows that he don't like the pressure.
And let me tell you something. Crawford doesn't mind this at all.
But he got to be careful.
Combination comes in from Crawford. He has taken control here in this 5th round. He shakes that off.
Crawford may have just turned the tide in that last round, and he could out-will and out-tough even a strong-willed tough guy. But when you stop doing the things that got you there, you become ordinary in those respects.
And why doesn't New York use instant replay? I thought what happened earlier was a knockdown. First time I recall Crawford being hurt since 2014 in Gamboa.
It was absolutely a knockdown, clearly a knockdown.
No, you would know his psyche as well as anybody's, Ray. It was an excellent visit you had with him recently. I know he's got great respect for everything you've done in your career.
Led with the straight left and came with the nice little right hand to jab. Beautiful combination. Crawford got to be careful. Every time he shoots a shot,
Let him go. Stop.
Kavalaiauskas is answering.
Really impressed with the timing of Kavalaiauskas.
Yes.
I am too. That has been why he's had his moments of success tonight. Coming to the halfway point of now this greatly intriguing welterweight championship fight. Terence Bud Crawford, 35-0 with 26 knockouts against the Mean Machine, Kavalaiauskas, who was coming off of a mediocre performance after rising up the rankings and then becomes the #1 challenger, unbeaten himself to this point. Bernardo is in the corner of Terence Crawford with Brian McIntyre.
I'm looking for him so he can get more rhythm, so he can be a little bit more dangerous. Right now he don't got no rhythm, but it looked like he might be coming into it now.
Is he emotional in this fight because he got tagged in that 2nd round?
No, he's not.
There's a combination that lands right there from Kavalaiauskas.
I think he liked this competition.
What about turning to the south, from the southpaw to the orthodox stand?
Once he feel it, he'll go to it.
You're not asking him for it?
No, once he feel it, he'll go to it.
Thank you very much, Mac.
Does that surprise you that the trainer is saying it's on the fighter?
It is on the fighter, Joe, because I think they're telling Terence the right things. They had a game plan, and I'm not sure this was the game plan, but sometimes as a fighter, you're stubborn. You just don't want to box. You want to fight. Tim, you know a little something about that?
Exactly.
Listen, I know a little something about that, and that's what we're seeing from Crawford tonight. You can't explain it. It just happens. You don't want to move. You don't want to box. You just want to compete and fight, and that's what Crawford's doing.
No, it's fun to watch, that's for sure.
Crawford's having success when he's marching forward and punishing Kavalaiauskas to the body.
If I do anything different.
Look at that. Look at that. That's what you got to do right there.
There's a left uppercut from Crawford. He steps right into that kitchen.
He's smelling it now. He's orthodox now. He smells the knockout.
And now, as a righty, Crawford comes in. There's a 3-punch combination from the champ. Oh, and Kavalaiauskas comes back and lands a combination zone. And Crawford just nails him. Kavalaiauskas goes down. You want to fight? Here comes Bud.
One of the best finishers in boxing.
Looking for the uppercut, straight right hand. Oh, he's got Kavalaiauskas hurt here. Looking to finish him here in the final seconds of round 7. Kavalaiauskas willing to trade. My, oh my, is that good stuff.
Terence has felt the punching power of Kavalaiauskas. He's not being fazed by it. He's going to step to him the rest of the way.
And you heard Brian McIntyre, a.k.a. Bo-Mac, his longtime mentor and trainer, say to him, are you comfortable staying right-handed? The answer is yes, and that is how he did damage in that 7th round. Good work doubling up the left hand from Kavaliauskas. Bud did have the right arm pinned, trying to block most of that with the elbow. Kavaliauskas willing to work on the inside.
I think that's a ploy from Crawford. He just wants to get
too.
Kavaliauskas opening up. Crawford is looking right now for that opening, and he's going to explode here in just a few seconds.
Well, you can see him ready to snap with that jab. There's that right hand that Bud wants to land.
Yeah, but if Bud starts at the body, the head will be open.
He just did. He had a sweeping left hand to the body and then came upstairs. And now Kavaliauskas right in the kitchen with a combination, including the left hand. Double right uppercut from Crawford. Responding to what happened in the second and third round from the title challenger. He smiles and shakes it off and then goes with a 4-punch combination.
He needs to get those shots down to the body to bring the hands down to Kavaliauskas.
And now back to that southpaw stance where he splits the guard with a left hand.
Kavaliauskas got to let that right hand go. As soon as Terence Crawford gets close, he needs to throw a right hand, a looping right hand. He needs to throw a shot at Crawford to back him up off of him.
He's throwing, he just ain't backing him up.
Crawford very comfortable standing right in front, punching between punches as Kavaliauskas drives him straight back and ties up. And that'll get him through.
Every time Bud Crawford goes down to the body, when he starts to the body, it sets up the head shot. Nice right hand, starting with that body work.
Crawford brought Kavaliauskas right to him, sat inside. Kavaliauskas got lazy with his chin on the platter.
The last 2 rounds, Crawford has a 50-38 edge in punches landed. Round number 9.
Crawford took that last round off, and
he's got a rhythm to him right now.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, a lunging left hand that backs up Kavaliauskas. Then an uppercut, an absolutely brilliant uppercut.
4, 5, 6.
Let's watch how he does it here. 1 punch, that's it. Bud Crawford, title defense.
Wasn't happy, mauling him, came around with the looping left hand, hurting Kavaliauskas, getting him against the ropes, and then look at the uppercut, how he sneaks it up the middle. Gotta get that last punch. Beautiful right hook right here.
Yeah, that hurt.
Right on the ear.
That hurt.
And down goes Kavaliauskas, and that was the end of the fight right there.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and still the undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world.